Munjya is a film that is based on a folklore that generated from the lands of Konkan. Konkan is a region which is the coastal region of Maharashtra, and Munjya is a very old folklore that comes from this world. He's kind of a goblin, who lives on top of a peepal tree. So the VFX was a very, very main aspect of the visual storytelling. We had to make Munjya a creature that was very visually stunning. We were creating a monster. So for us, the 3D monster or going the CG way was the best possible route. The most important thing for a director is for his vision to find its own life, for his vision to find a completion on the big screen. And for me, ReDefine did that. The whole team at ReDefine, from the producer to the last end artist who was working on every frame that we presented Munjya in, did an outstanding job of bringing that creature to life. The biggest creative challenge I faced when I was making Munjya was the fact that I wanted to have a creature that emotes. I wanted to have a creature that kind of just through his look, through his visual, instills fear in the minds of the audience. Doing that, you need to really work on expressions, you need to really work on movements, you need to really put him into these environments that kind of are creepy and still are very fascinating. So for me, getting this whole world together, making this world believable was very important. I remember a very, very important sequence in the film where the climax takes shape, where you have Munjya, his soul that enters the tree, and then the tree comes to life. And the tree coming to life was entirely a certain sequence where it was storyboarded. It was pre-visualized, but there's a limit to where you can pull this off in the prep, because a lot of it is going to kind of take shape in the post. And there's a visualization that I had conveyed to Brad, and Brad had conveyed to the team, and we all were kind of creating this monster that just became bigger. He scaled up from a 4 feet Munjya. He became this tree monster. So he was commanding the roots of the tree as kind of they were at his mercy, and he was coming out from the trunk. And this was a vision that was very difficult to execute because there were so many elements working in tandem. There was fire elements, there were these embers moving, and there was so much happening in those, I think, 3.5 minutes. Finally, when they saw the sequence, they were blown away. So if I have to describe this whole experience of mine working with the ReDefine team for the last nearly 2 years, there are 2 words that come to my mind immediately. The experience has been incredible for me, and the second word being very inspiring. They were always coming up with newer ideas. They were always kind of beating the bar that we'd set. I think ReDefine has done a fabulous job at it. So my message to the Indian audience and the audience all over the world who watch Hindi films and who have seen Munjya is that the way you've loved this experiment that we tried to do, the way you've kind of accepted him, the way you have completely believed him, I think is phenomenal.